All right, this is a quick video that I have to make because I came across this, let me find it there, this message that was channeled by a person. Okay, I'm not sure if it was channeled by Christina Evans or if she shared it, and it was channeled by Tatanka Nehweh, or if Tatanka Nehweh is the name of the Arcturian. Anyway, this message is important enough to be shared in English, and although many different uh, channelers and psychics and contactees have been receiving similar messages lately and before, including me. This is a very well explained message for the now because we are in the mid of October. And I will start translating it from Spanish to English. All right. So this is a transmission of the Arcturian collective about humanity to be urgently prepared. And then it says Tatanka Nehweh to the collective Arcturian. And this was channeled on September 19, 2020. The star being is speaking now. A galactic collective wishes to talk to you about some of the next updates of collective DNA. We are a collective of stellar or star beings from Arcturians, who are part of the Light Galactic Federation in service of the transition of the life forms of this planet and to the superior dimensional frequencies. We thank the opportunity to talk to you, and we ask that this message be transmitted to the ones who you believe this message will resonate with. In 3 weeks, around mid-October, there will be a cosmic event for which humanity needs to get ready. A transition of density between to the fourth dimension is happening, and this will affect directly the planet's stability. The human consciousness needs to be prepared to experiment a certain phenomenon that will seem unusual, especially in the sky. So you need to be away from fear. That is very important. Away from fear. And a galactic intervention has been necessary to help humanity and the planet to maintain the rhythm of the accelerated phenomena related to ascension that is happening all over the cosmos. The change of the ascension that is happening on your planet will move in hyper speed, very fast. The time is collapsing faster to the point of cosmic neutrality, and human beings need to drastically board into its alignment to integrate into these higher frequencies. We come to warn you. It's a preparation warning because what is coming will shake life as you know it. And then the the star being shows the channeler lots of starships starting to surround the planet, manifesting, materializing from nothing, out of nothing, and they are being parked around and observing. The frequency of these spaceships are interacting with the frequencies of Earth, and these spaceships are creating a strength field to soften what is being generated, to dissipate any impact on the any vibrational impact of what's coming to Earth. There are cosmic phenomena that affect the planet's magnetism. Earth has been moving to another vibrational space and a different dimension, which is the fourth density. Earth has been passing for a zone where other celestial shapes, natives of this orbit, represent a certain potential danger towards the course we are taking with the planet. And then the star being shows the channeler, the planet moving from 3D to 4D, and where there are other planets that we usually don't see in the sky until now. And these other planets or asteroids will be influencing Earth energetically through the moment the Earth is going through this corridor or hall. And it is a very intense and difficult uh, traveling to navigate through. So Earth is navigating through a bumping road. Okay, so the message continues. Many messages have had the objective of distort the frequency and the facts. The messages have been mixed and designed to distract and deviate the masses from the focus of what's really important in this moment. Lots of distractions are abundant in your planet to keep humanity in a state of lack of preparation for the challenges, the real challenges that are being presented. It is imperative that humanity starts accepting what's coming and to know deep inside your own being what is true and what is not true. Thousands of our ships and beings have come from all over to Earth to help on this transition. It is of big interest to the planet and to the star nations that have been sitting here on Earth and that have been incarnating through Earth, that this stellar or star portal that it is, that we all have been coming to, facilitate the changes that are approaching very fast. So we need to prepare our physical bodies. The best way is to fast. So start with an intermittent fasting as soon as you can, because this will help with the frequency very fast. It will allow for the energy to uh, that it will allow for the energy that you actually use for the digestive and metabolic process to direct itself to the well-being of the neurological systems that will need it right now. In this moment, it is required to fast during at least 16 hours a day, that to help us in a planned intervention to accomplish the necessary updates of the nervous system, which will allow to produce an alignment to the frequency as the planet moves through this transition field of magnetic alteration, radiation that is very high, and photonic activity. The updates are being done in a way of being holographic, working with the group of souls, and the star beings are helping through the layers of healing to put humanity up to date radically with this vibration changes. Your systems are experimenting a manual update, and we have to intervene on the organic process that have been left behind in time so that the collective of humans reaches the levels of optimization of the activations of DNA necessary to integrate the safe shape through this accelerated frequency. We have been given a special permit and special authorization to intervene directly on the awakening of humanity to help reconnect the energy fields on during this organic process of evolution and ascension that is being negatively interfered beyond humanity's capacity to reach an ascension state on its own. Therefore, our help is necessary to produce this alignment that will permit or allow for the flow and intense integration of light frequencies and the changes that will affect your planet on the next weeks and months. Besides that, there are areas on the body plan of the Earth that are still physical parts of the Earth are still in a very compromised state, and Earth is not capable of integrating these frequencies to the higher frequencies because of dense blockages and trauma. So there will be cataclysmic events to push into the change. And we're talking at a biophysical level. The body of Mother Earth has the big need to help to allow for these higher frequencies to move through its body with ease. So we are helping in a very accelerated capacity to support the integrity of the Earth's body while it moves through the zone of the 4D transition. This is not the revelation of that some extraterrestrials in physical shape that you have been understanding. It is an intervention of the alliance to help in mass at this critical moment. Although there will be some phenomena showed in the sky, this mainstream media of communications belong to the fallen ones, and they are looking to create what you call false flags to distract. And big part of the humanity is only looking down here on Earth. And while you're concentrating into dramas that have been artificially constructed, you cannot be conscious of what is really happening to the cosmos and inside of you. Second waves of explosions that are in second waves, unexplained explosions political characters on the screens of the TVs and the mainstream media that are pretending to fight against each other are distractions. And it's very important to exercise the discernment on this time because there is an abundance of all kinds of manipulations. And you should evaluate the information you're receiving through your own vibration resonance, which is fundamental in this moment. Get ready. You will know the moment we're talking about. Your focus, your personal focus has been often looking at the sky, right? The sun looks like it's placing itself in a different place, and the sky and the sun sometimes have a different tone or of color. And we are the ones helping to push your attention to look at the sky and the space. So keep looking up and you will see the signs. In this space of your heart, help us help you, you, humanity, to realign your neurological circuit system of energy. And for the biggest part of people, this process will be a better feeling, and it needs to be accomplished during a state of dreaming when you are unconscious and sleeping, because the realignments are often occurring with symptoms of an involuntary physical movements, spasms, vibrations, or feelings of too much cold or too much heat on your body. And it could seem that it's a very intense experience and somehow not very pleasant. So, for some people, these physical activations will be felt when you're reading this message, and we are uh, telling you to relax in this process to allow this change to complete with no resistance. Resistance causes pain, and allow the discharge of energy to flow. This message is coded with light frequencies. So we ask you to present this in physical form, these words, to the collective consciousness field of humans, and to transmit this vibratory message to the ones who want to listen, because you have no control to the ones who don't want to listen. And we are asking and trusting the participation, the co-creative participation of humanity in this process. And then the message ends here saying thank you, and Christina Evans-Earl signs the message. So this is the message that I came across with in Spanish, channeled by Medium and by the person I mentioned at the beginning, and resonates with me because it is what I have been seeing too, and many other psychics and channelers and spiritual evolving beings have been sharing similar messages. So this is it. We are at the transition, big change moment, and this is going to reflect on us physically, emotionally, energetically, mentally, in all levels for the next few months. Starting this week, we are traveling, changing. Our Mother Earth ship is going through a corridor of change to a new dimension, and we need to be ready for that because our bodies are part of Mother Earth, right? We are incarnating here to go through this experience. This is a moment many of us have been waiting for, and it's a moment to celebrate and to allow for our evolution to move forward. And I'll leave you with that. Happy Thanksgiving, me baby. May Thanksgiving be every day, every second of your life. All right. Don't celebrate only one day for everything. One day is Mother's Day, one day is Father's Day, one no, every day is everybody's day to say thank you to the universe.